Previously on Trails Through Daybreak, the party met Melchior, a strange bohemian who claimed there was definitely nothing suspicious in the hillside. While discussing their findings, the party encountered Walter the direwolf, who Van held a grudge against for wrecking his truck. That night, Ida finally made an appearance, but it turned out the Red Genesis turned her and her comrades into undead servants of Melchior. Despite the desperate situation, Van ended up using Grendel mode to eke out a victory against the fused ghouls. As a last request, Ida asked Ferry to finish her off, but Van did the deed instead. Finally, the Kruger clan made Van hire Ferry to take responsibility for stealing her kill. Sword dancing? Is that our next party member?
Look over here! It's Aaron!
What a beautiful dance.
Aaron!
Over here! Look at me! He looked! He's so...
Kinda looks like Adol.
Hell yeah!
This guy's a genius! You damn tease! Give us some more!
He always gets so carried away.
The little conqueror of Lord So never disappoints, I see. You must be so proud to see your childhood friend doing well for himself.
I suppose. Though, I've got my eyes on someone better.
Is that so?
Anyway, I'm glad that tonight's show ended without incident. Do you think he was able to let off some steam?
I'd presume as much. So that's their move. Now then, who shall I have handle this in my absence?
Even the dudes were falling for me by the end there. Not that I'm surprised. This is me we're talking about.
Wonderful work as always, Aaron, but must you rile up the crowd like that?
My fans deserve special treatment. If that bugs you so much, fire me.
You know we can't afford to do that.
Yeah, our shows wouldn't be half as popular if it weren't for you.
Even if you get us into a bunch of trouble, it's hard to deny the passion you bring to the stage.
Like I always say, nothing beats a show where the performers are just as into it as the fans. Except for the after party, of course. Speaking of which, the night is still young.
Aaron!
Say? Who lit a firecracker up your ass?
The hell happened to you? It was those outsiders again. They jumped us out of nowhere. Sid and Huang got sent to the clinic.
Those northern bastards don't know when to give up. If that's how they want it, let's play!
Public bath. We never got to use it.
That's the stuff. When it comes to saunas, nothing beats a good loily.
Van, are you in there? The floor is so chilly.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, you really are here.
The hell are you barging in on me for?
They told us at Monmar that you might be here right now. So, we decided to join you for a soak. Speaking of, we should try the loyally. Is that a kind of bath? I only know hammams. It is. I don't know all the specifics, but I think the temperature control is different. Let's go find it!
What's a man gotta do to enjoy his bath time in peace? You know what? I'm going for a second soak later, and I'm treating myself to some gelato after.
It's so cold and sweet. The perfect treat after a hot bath. Exactly, cold, sweet, and humble as can be. What do you mean? It's not trying to be something it's not. It's got no frills or gimmicks. Milk gelato relies on nailing the basics, flavor, texture, and temperature. But that's exactly why it's the perfect pairing. Simple yet profound, just like a hot bath. It's pure relaxation condensed down into a dessert form, like a cool breeze on a hot summer's day. It's moments like this that remind us why life's worth living. I get it, probably. Knowing Van, I doubt he was kidding around at all. So why'd you come looking for me before lunch anyway? Thought I said we'd meet up in the afternoon. Well, since Fairy's still so new to the city, I wanted to help her get acclimated. We've been enjoying our morning off sightseeing together. You don't have to go out of your way for me. This is part of my training. Got the lay of the land yet? Let's see. The temple's in the 6th district. The war one. You'll be attending Sunday school there, right? Yeah, I stopped in to say hello, but it's the only other district I've been to. This city is so huge, I have no idea how we'd plan for urban warfare here. Is that really an issue? Guess she's still a Jaeger at her heart. Listen up, besides the odd business trip, we do all our gigs here in the capital. If you're gonna be working for me, you've gotta learn your way around. Right. Don't worry, I'll show you the ropes. What's on our itinerary? We can't see the whole city in a day, but we can still make a dent while we handle some jobs. And since Fairy's a combat vet, she ought to catch on way quick. Don't go falling behind now. Roger that. Free went to Montmartre for an early lunch. After that, they began work for the day. Quest cannot be reported at the front desk. Okay, SP report, cook, radio, rest. That's... Is he talking to the other cats? Maybe he's mediating or something. The little guy looks like the head honcho over here. Oh damn, I just remembered Paulette's old man wanted to see me. There you are, you buffoon. Yep, that's me. What's up? Something urgent? Hold on a sec, you'll find out soon enough. Here we go, take a look at this. Oh, that's... Wow, they're like the galettes we had back in Crail. From your reactions, I take it mine's a good match for the real thing. Good, good. More than good, it looks perfect to me. You did great as always, Victor. Looks perfect, it tastes perfect, punk. Try one for yourself and you'll see. Large helping of family-style galette. Thank you so much for that. That was wonderful. How did you manage to figure out the recipe? You kids told me about the food you had in that village, remember? Well, I gleaned some more insight from an expert and decided to take a stab at recreating it myself. An expert? Who is it? My vegetable supplier from Crail. He's in the back right now, but will be out on the main floor later. I'm surprised you of all people wanted to recreate a recipe rather than come up with your own. That doesn't happen very often. Well, after hearing your story, Yume said she wanted to try it and, you know... Granddad can't say no to this precious little granddaughter, of course. I'll admit, it's been refreshing trying my hand at making something different. That's where you all come in. If you find more interesting dishes, I want to know. I won't put them on the menu, but I'll make them for free. Really? Are you sure? I feel like we'd be imposing if we didn't give you anything in return. It's fine. It'll help me flex my cooking muscles. Just give me the necessary ingredients and we'll call it even. Sounds fair to me, especially since we'll get to take the dishes. We'll be sure to tell you about any good eats we find along the way, and you can work your magic. So basically, if I fill all the recipes, he might reward me? I'm not sure. Perfect. Looking forward to hearing what you kids find. Eat the meals purchased from shops out of them registered to gourmet under the notes menu. Victor's dishes will be added there. Well, we better get moving now. Gang, let's roll. Yeah, that way, even if I can't find the shop again, I can still use Victor. Oh, I just remembered. I had to drop this when we fought. Here. Is this what I think it is? That's the holocore she used to use. Yep, it is. You normally return this sort of thing to Iceland Shield. But when I asked Commander Geraint if they wanted it back, he said they didn't need it. Well, of course they don't. That's because you should hold on to it, sport. I think so too. It's only right you keep it. Yeah, maybe you guys are right. And it's probably what Ida wanted too. But she probably didn't want just me to have it. I think we can all make good use of it. It's your call since you knew her better than we did. Let's keep a hold of it. I'm sure it'll come in handy for all of us. That sounds good to you? Yeah, that does sound perfect. That's supposed to be like the Master Court's Salos holocore. You can now change what each party member's holocore. Press Y in the orbment menu to change holocores. Total value of your arts damage / max EP and your S boost effects change depending on the holocore installed. Change them up and always have the upper hand. Only Van can install Mare. I think it's been 7 years already. I'd say you're doing pretty good, bud. You've had a lot to work through over the years, and you did it all while working and raising Harry. That's nothing to scoff at. Just you need to take care of yourself too, you know? You keep forgetting to pack your own lunches and you're gonna rack up a debt to Montmartre. Oh, I don't forget that often. Cut me some slack. I'm running a one-man operation. But for real, I don't think I could have done it if you guys weren't next door to help me. You guys taught me how to deal with food, fevers, diapers. You've raised them just as much as I have. Oh, stop. That's just what good neighbors do, you know? Don't sweat it. Sheena and Mark are really happy to have him too. He's like a brother to them both. We're one big family here, and I feel like. Don't feel like you need to go it alone, okay? Yeah, thanks again, Robinson. Being honest, you two splitting up really blindsided me. I'm glad you're doing alright for yourself now. First Paulette, then you too. It always takes me by surprise. And I think Brenda too. Yeah, she's a widow. Her husband passed a while ago. Quite some time, yes. He really was a light in her life. It's been hard for her. I just can't deal with it. The gossip rags are just lying about everything. What, who are you? You got a problem, huh? Is that it? Damn, middle of the day and he's down for the count. Wasn't he here the other day too? Will he be alright? This sucks, man. I'm just cooped up at home wasting away. I gotta start doing something. All the time in the world, for better or worse. Oh hey, it's you guys. You remember me, right? I'm from Cradle Village. Oh, Hans, funny seeing you all the way out here. You're on a delivery run, I take it. He comes by every few days to deliver us produce. He did fill us in on what happened out there. Heh, it warms my heart to have such upsetting tenants. Yeah, we're finally getting back to normal at home, and we've got you guys to thank. The guild and the police are working things out. They said the whole case is really weird, though. But it's nice that they're helping us out, and thanks for your help, too. You're always welcome at the village. It would be our pleasure. Give them our regards when you get back. Goodness, how time flies. I can't help it, though. It's just so exciting to hear about what you've been up to. I really owe Hans for his help. Perhaps I'll make him lunch today. I don't know how she does it, but Paulette washes away all my exhaustion with one little smile. This stuff is exhausting, having to run around and deal with customers everywhere, but it's all worth it when I stop by Montmartre. Man, I really owe Paulette big time, don't I? Huh. Cops ain't found nothing new on the mafia. The hell are we giving them our tax mirror for? You know, for a lone wolf 20-something, you've got an awfully young assistant there. And now you're dragging a kid around too. You'd better explain yourself or I'm ringing your ass up. Okay, I can tell you that's not what it is. You're misunderstanding, Jen. Huh? Let's move on from this topic, shall we?
Hope you're having a good one, listeners.
Well,
I've got my eye on you. You do anything funny, they're throwing your ass in the clink. I'm gonna have to clear this up with you later. Meet me at the bowling alley and then we'll talk. Another peaceful day in Old Town.
Quit dawdling and buy something. Come back soon.
Economy. Kowloon Financial Bank's investments reach all-time high. The Kowloon Financial Bank's assets reached 7th among all the major banks of Zemuria in the first half continental financial report for this year, their highest ever result. Especially notable was that this marked the bank's first time surpassing El Syme's Ludos Development Bank, known as the embodiment of the wealth in the Central East. However, the Kowloon Financial Bank has no time to rest on its laurels, as it was just overtaken last year by Vallis Investment Bank, another institution in the Central East. The Kowloon Financial Bank is the second largest financial institution in Calvard, just after the Bank of Edith, and forms the central pillar of the Kowloon Group, the largest investment group in the East. The bank influences numerous smaller financial institutions across the continent and has been steadily increasing its market share from year to year. A fact that is one of great significance not only to its investors, but also the Eastern population currently residing in the West. This means when Kowloon Financial Bank shows strong results like they did today, their investors become even more active in their investments than those belonging to other institutions, and every investment is full of hope. It therefore becomes vital for investors in the institution to learn how to ride this wave. The Kowloon Group's investments are also being supported by the recent movements to expand their shares in the Central East and Arabonia, emerging from their shell as the largest Eastern investment group in the Republic to become an international financial group. Companies affiliated with the Kowloon Group have also already been expanding into Crossbell as well as various other regions. Appraisals of the Kowloon Group's long-term strategy are also positive, as the group has contributed to the smooth expansion of the Republic industry in the Empire. It seems it's going to be worth keeping an eye on the future developments of the Kowloon Group. Expectations soar as Zypha takes the grand stage. Developed as the first independent orbment project by the Verne Company and the Republic, the Zypha is the next generation of combat orbments. Many of our readers have probably been keeping a close eye on this technology. We're pleased to report that the results from the usage of Zypha in the field have so far been extremely positive, so much so that the Verne Company has announced the development of a public-use version of the orbment with the combat functions omitted. Zyphas have plenty of functions outside their combat use, including communication and simple information processing. If the Zypha does indeed see public use, it could cause a significant shift in how we live and work. Several sponsors involved with the development are already testing our prototypes of the public version. Many of them have praised the prototypes for their functionality and versatility, both of which far surpass the current generation of orbital terminals. In fact, in communication information processing over the orbital network, the public Zypha prototypes are said to be able to take the place of many orbital terminals currently in use today. Now, while there is plenty of excitement swirling around the Zypha, our readers may also be aware there has been plenty of controversy surrounding its development. The Zypha was the first combat orbment project to be planned and developed without any contribution from the Epstein Foundation. The decision spurred on by the Republican government and Verne Company's desire for the country to cultivate its own technology. This decision to exclude the Foundation was initially met with heavy criticism. After all, combat orbments were the most specialized type of orbments, and it was an unwritten rule in the international community that the development of new ones must be done under the supervision of the Epstein Foundation. This caused concerns that the development without the Foundation could lead to technical risk and make the Republic and Verne Company a laughingstock to the rest of the world. Yet looking at the results produced by the Zypha so far, we can simply say there was no need to worry about such things. The Zypha and all its cutting-edge functions have been performing flawlessly. It seems that the distrust of the international community has been smoothed over as well. Zyphas have begun to see their use among bracers and others abroad. As of now, the details of the Zypha's creation as well as details about the organization's funding its development are still unclear, and as such, the voices criticizing the Zypha have not yet been completely silenced. It remains to be seen just how much the Zypha, with all the hopes and fears resting on it, will improve our lives in the long term. Society, the elusive Phantom Thief Grimcat strikes again. It seems the sightings of and thefts by Grimcat, the Phantom Thief who has been troubling the Republic for some time now, are once more on the rise, drawing eyes from the continent. It's been a quarter of a century since the female Phantom Thief Grimcat first made an appearance. Although there are rumors that the Grimcat behind the latest series of Keepers may in fact be a successor or a copycat of the original, that's not enough substantial evidence to say either way. Regardless, if we consider the Grimcat who's been active in the recent years to be the current Grimcat, this current Grimcat appears to be returning to activity after a year-long hiatus. Little is known about this mysterious thief, including what she's been doing for the last year. As our readers may know, the Grimcat's identity is an enigma. It's no mystery that she is considered a chivalrous thief, targeting only corrupt politicians who amass wealth through underhanded means and corporations that build their fortunes on illegal activities. This has garnered her a dedicated fanbase, who say her activities help alleviate the disgruntlement they feel towards shady companies and crooked politicians. This question then becomes whether or not a thief can ever truly be thought of as chivalrous. Though her targets may be seen as morally evil politicians and companies, she would still be charged with burglary if she were ever caught. And if we look at her acts as a sword of justice, this vigilante activity doesn't suit the modern constitutional republic we live in. Opinions are split among the populace. Is Grimcat a necessary evil or just another common crook? A different kind of Phantom Thief from Blue Blonde. The diversifying notes of Republic musical culture. Since its founding, the Republic has cultivated a diverse musical culture. The chant since operas of Orasian are perhaps the most well-known Republic musical genres across the continent. Have you heard of the new musical movements gaining popularity among the youth today? First is rock, a rising genre from the last few years characterized by its quick tempo, use of mainly guitars and drums, and a shared theme of the spirit of youth rising up against the rigid rules of society. The genre itself isn't a new thing among youth culture. It was originally shunned as music for punks and neer-do-wells due to its aggressive style and lyrics that seem to call for rebellion against social norms. In recent years, however, these prejudices against the genre have mellowed, and is now beginning to be seen as a good outlet for youth to express themselves. As it stands, the genre of rock is on the cusp of an era of expansion, with plenty of room for future development. Most of our readers have probably heard of rock, but many are quite unfamiliar with the second genre topping current trends, idol pop. It's no surprise either, as the idol genre is still in a highly experimental stage, combining the vocal impact of a traditional songstress with the glamour of a movie actress or a fashion model to produce an avant-garde style all its own. Currently, the fanbase for the idol genre is limited and fanatical. Each idol is typically a young woman who has created a brand based on her image, like a model or actress. The idol then performs song and dance routines that support and promote this brand image. This leads to a special individuality to the songs and dances that's the main enjoyment for fans of the genre. Even in this one niche of underground musical culture, you can get a sense of the diversity and freedom of Calvard, where the idol genre was born. Hey Fairy, this time I'll get my revenge. Sorry, I'm working today. I don't have the time for that. Revenge for what? Okay, I want to beat you. You're so much better than me at everything. When you get some free time, I want to play with you again. I'm gonna practice super duper hard so I can beat you next time. Just see why. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it too. Sounds like she's getting along well with the kids. Doesn't surprise me. She's got 2 younger siblings back home. Imagine it comes from experience. Man, Yume's too good to kick the can. Not even the no running rule works on her. Wait, I have an idea. If I use Sheena as a distraction, so I caught a newt this morning, right? Now, what if I were to slip this down Sheena's back? How high would she jump? Should I not have heard that? He's a little troublemaker, huh? There's this great cat who roams Old Town. Have you seen it? Its name is Etoile. Etoile? It's a very skittish cat, you see, and I believe I know why. The cat hides a special secret. I saw it under the light of the full moon. It transformed into a human and leapt out of sight. Wait. You're saying that cat is actually Grimcat's? It's Grimcat, I'm sure of it. Wait, that prize money will soon be mine. I'm having a hard time believing any of this. Yeah, because it's total BS. Just ignore her. That means Grimcats might know about the Genesis if they've been spying on us. In any case, one thing's for certain, that cat is special. If you happen to ride across it, treat it well, okay? It might repay the favor.
What?
Hello, ma'am. Well, hello, Fairy. You look chipper today. Oh, right. I was meaning to tell you. So I went and ordered some of that Central Eastern spice you told me about the other day. That Zatar stuff. Zatar. I gave some to Victor, too. We need to see what he does with it. Whoa, really? Thank you so much. I kind of miss home cooking, so I'm really looking forward to that. I totally get that. At your age especially, it's easy to miss home. If you're ever feeling lonely, drop on by. I'll be more than happy to chat with you. Roger. Man, I thought you two might take a while to fit in, but you're like chameleons. Well, can you blame us? The townsfolk are just so amiable here. You sure are a tough cookie going out and working on a holiday, Agnes. Just be careful, okay? Make sure they don't get too tuckered out, Van. Don't sweat. Of course, take care, Brenda. Come out, I'm gonna get ya. Kick the can, eh? You got the can locked down, looks like. When I'm super duper strong. I'm gonna find Harry and Sheena, and I'm gonna catch them. Just watch. Glad to see you so energetic. Just make sure not to hurt yourself.
Well...
Hey, Anya, sorry, you wanna play with me next time? Van can play too, but he needs a candy cat. We'll make him do handstands. What? Why only me? Don't knock it. It's good strength training.
Welp.
Oh no, Yume caught me. Harry, Sheena, help! Hurry up and save me. I see their mission has taken a turn. They're rescuing a hostage, huh? Now that's good. Now that's exciting. Yeah, we got our own job to do though. Let's get rolling. Oh, hi, Fairy. Wait, if you're here, does that mean... Yep, I'm officially working part-time. First objective, scouting Edith's terrain and choke points. Sniper spots are big in those close quarters. Gotta check for those too. Maybe you could relax a little bit. She's so cool though, a real-life warrior. Are you guys playing hide-and-seek? Cool. Just be careful, okay? We will. You guys take care too. So Yume's just too strong. I have to pull out my ace in the hole. Harry, let's team up. Wait, where'd he go? He's gone. He's up to something, I can just tell. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, hello there, Ferida. It's been a little while, hasn't it? I just wanted to say, if you ever need a shoulder to lean on, I'll always be here. I know it must be tough, living so far from home at your age. And you're having to support yourself too. It's just, you're such a brave girl. I want to help you however I can. I'm glad she wants to help, but it's really not as hard as she's making out to be. Oh, now that I think about it, you're working for Arkride Solutions, right? So that means, oh, Van's helping you out, isn't he? Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm just keeping her pointed to the right way, heh. It might help her to look before she leaps to conclusions. Just let her be, it's easier that way. I'm not sure I get her, but she seems really nice. Old Town feels nice and cozy. It puts me at ease knowing that Van is watching over you. I heard you're attending Sunday school at the temple. I know it's tough having to put yourself out there in a new city at such a young age. But you have myself and all your neighbors here to help you. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask me. Of course, thank you so much, Sister Miria.
Sky is always watching over us.
Welcome to our... Oh, it's good to see you, Ferida. I recall introducing the Central Eastern Temple to you the other day. Has it helped you adjust to life in the capital? Yeah, kinda. There's still a lot I don't really know, but I'll learn eventually, I think. I admire your boundless energy. Out of curiosity, have you heard of the Free Tenets of Calvard? The Free Tenets? I don't think so. In our country, we hold these values above all. Freedom, equality, and fraternity. These form what we call the Calvardian Constitution. In short, we hold the belief that everyone, regardless of color, creed, or social standing, is born equal and deserves to be treated with dignity. You may feel pressure to fit in, to carry yourself as a native would, but surely there's no right or wrong way to be Calvardian. You're the sum of your heritage and your experiences, so I say treasure what makes you you. Uh-huh, yeah, I get that. It's just a little tough to wrap my head around. But thank you for teaching me. I'll keep the Free Tenets in mind. She's just so pure. Don't worry, Fairy. We'll help you along every step of the way. Alright. I guess I gotta be an adult for every now and then. Heh. Our Calvard is woven from threads of many different colors. No one trait can define us all. Our nation is not without problems, certainly, but the Calvardian Constitution offers wonderful words to live by. We must treasure ourselves, our neighbors, and the freedom we all share. Our celebration of our community is what fulfills our hearts. My husband has built himself a wonderful career at the Bank of Edith. But then he got himself embroiled in some filthy scandal, and now his career is all but sunk. What a slob. Now look at us, living in some ramshackle bungalow to escape the prying eyes of the press. How much more will he shame our family? Oof, I need to make sure the boy doesn't follow his example. I see my husband has taken to public drunkenness now. Oof, I don't know him anymore. He should count himself lucky that I'm not filing divorce papers. My first choice is the Aramis Academy. I mean, where else? It's the best high school in the capital. Not that I'd expect common folk to know much about it. It's where the brightest stars like me go to hone their skills. Huh? What is it? Oh, don't mind me. So he's studying for Aramis' entrance exam. Could this be that big fish in a small pond thing I heard once? Where are you? What's with that smug look on your face? Never mind. Just make sure you don't mix me up with the common drugs. I'm not an ordinary kid. Dad finally stopped getting on my case, so now I can focus on studying. Hey, it was really nice giving him a taste of his own medicine. Your annoying was all it took. I can't let anything distract me on the road to Aramis, not even my parents. Well, how about another pawn for you? This game's as good as mine now. Oh, this is Mahjong, right? I remember they were playing it this morning. Yup, old Eastern table game. Those old farts will play it till they drop if you let them. But damn, a 30,000 point gap, whew. Leave it to Huck to show off. Van, old boy, let us a hand, won't you? Keep your hands off him, he's mine. The day he turns to you scoundrels is the day I kick the bucket. Well, you're chipper today, ain't ya, Huck? That he is. They call the three of us the old dragons of Old Town, you see. Let me show you how we earned that moniker, eh? Come, to the table. Well, wait, don't you need 4 to make a full group? Yep, that's our thing. They're big on bluffing, but you can see right through them. Yes, we know. That's why we need a young gun or 2, like you, Van, come on. They're really active for their age. Old Town's a great place to live. Back again, huh? You folks sure like your baths. What can I say? Feels good every time. That loyally felt really good. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, are you doing homework there? Huh? Oh no, these are our accounting documents. I started doing the finances last year. Beg your pardon, at your age? It's no biggie. Most of our costs are the same every year, so there's not much of a math to do. Apparently, I've just always had a knack for numbers. I learned a lot of this stuff from watching our people, though. I hear a lot of stuff about finance from old Huck and his gambling buddy, so maybe that helped. Huh, I guess there's something to be said for the School of Hard Knocks. I really do have a lot to learn. I knew she was mature for her age, but I hadn't expected that. What are Huck and his buddies up to? They're getting awfully loud over there. Gambling in here isn't against the rules, really, and they teach me some cool stuff about the math behind it. But they'd better not be disturbing the other customers. I think I'll give them a little warning. My word, this is incredible. It's good as new. This watch was a memento for my father. I couldn't bear to part with it. Is the young lady over there to thank? Might I offer a word of gratitude to her? She's got her head buried in another project right now, but I'll pass it on to her. I see, she must be quite busy. At any rate, you two have my gratitude.
Alrighty.
I can't think straight when there are people around. Just stop looking at me. I really should clean up my room and move my workstation there, but I can't even walk on the floor. There's too much junk in there. I can't even sleep in my own bed. Sniffle, I'm such a wreck. She's actually really pretty. There's just something weird about her. Poor brother's got his hands full of her. Now, her smarts just manifest in ways we don't quite understand. I'm sure that's it.
Need something.
Alright, so now we have level 2 stuff, but it's gonna be tricky. I see, verse types. That's like the bells, huh? Yeah. Too expensive. Why do we don't... Wait, how come the... What? The higher elements didn't get any upgrades, dude. Here's where we pick up most of our jobs. Is this one of the guild's message boards? Actually, it's this district's public bulletin board. As you can see, it's mostly used for announcements or advertising. If you want to find the stuff addressed to us, all you gotta do is reach around the back. Blocking out blackmail. I want you to get rid of a certain guy's little black book. He has info on me that can't get out. I prefer if I could explain the details to you in person. I'll be waiting at Kayunji in the Tyrell district. Thanks. Now and then, folks will reach out and contact me directly, but most of our jobs come from boards like this. Huh, I thought our jobs would involve more fighting. I was expecting, like, assassinations and stuff. People don't come to us with matters that violent, do they? Nah, every once in a while I've gotta beat up a stalker or something, but that's about it. Then please allow me to deliver the beatings from now on. Couldn't we just hand them over to the police? What's that fire there? Seeking information on the enigmatic thief Grimcat. Report any leads to your local police station. Promising information will be compensated with cash. I've never heard of them. A lady thief who has been operating in Calvard for the past few years. They say she only steals from the bad people, corrupt politicians, shady millionaires, and so on. Supposedly, once you receive a calling card from her, your fate is sealed. Wow, there are so many interesting people in the sea. Because Grimcat never steals from the innocent, many people in Egypt admire her. They also say she scampers around the sea in a skimpy outfit you'd expect to see in a seedy club. Your righteous thief sounds more like a kinkster to me. What's a... Don't say it. The gossip rags are just making a big deal of her for sales. Nothing we need to worry about. So anyway, job boards. Well, what if she steals the Genesis? Let's go check the boards in the other districts and find some work to do. Semi-required. Sometimes you need to complete the semi-required 4 SPGs to advance the story. You don't need to finish all the requests available, but you may if you want to. When you clear the required number of semi-required 4 SPGs, the main story advances. Okay, 4 SPGs are optional, you can choose not to complete them. Oh right, I've got some personal business I should squeeze into today too. Now view connection events in the connection tab of your to-do list. Use free time to participate in the connection event of a specific character. Select your character of choice from connections under the to-do list and spend 1 point to see an event. You complete all 4 SPGs available during the day, you also get an extra free point, a time point. Hiya Carol, come to check on little old me? Hey, how many times have I told you to stop being all cutesy like that, especially in public? I just don't want people getting the wrong idea. I mean, anyway, I'm off to work. One of my coworkers caught a cold, so I have to come in. Can't leave the place short-staffed. Oh, boo. Well, nothing we can do about that, I guess. Just don't overwork yourself. I'll make dinner around the usual time, okay? Of course, thank you for that. Could you be a darling and handle some of that housework for today, too? Oh, Raymond, have you seen Just by a chance? Can't say I have. He didn't drop by the store today. He has that gig tonight, right? Maybe he's off getting himself ready. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. So my sister's just too nice. I worry he's gonna break that heart of hers. She acts like she's on top of things, but she can be a bit of a ditz, actually. It's pretty cute of her, though. Heh.
Well?
Say, why not take some flowers with you?
Silver vase. For Elaine, even though we're not on the best terms right now, huh?
Thanks, man.
It's gonna mail it to you. Yup.
Planner launched!
Okay. Might as well just do the 2 party member events since I will actually get good stuff for that. Just like a skit or something. Does it actually does it force me to actually fight anything? Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. And I only get more free time if I complete all the quests, huh? Guess I'll keep looking, I can't give up here. Hey there, funny seeing you here. You look mighty busy for someone who's supposed to be on break. Van. Thank you for worrying. I was just passing by, don't think too hard about it. So since I'm already here, I can always be a good boss, let you in here. Thanks, I appreciate it. So as it happens, I lost an important book of mine somewhere around here. It's been weighing on me, so I've been coming back to look for it when I have some free time. What book did you lose? It's a copy of one of the Sunshine Anya's volumes. You might have heard about them before. It's very popular, it's still in print, so I could technically replace it if I wanted to. But the one I lost was a first edition print that I got as a gift from my parents 10 years ago. It's been with me for a long, long time. And I don't want to just give up on it. It's a special book to me. Yeah, I get it. A thing stops being just a thing when it starts becoming special to you. You just can't give it up like that. Like the truck. Reminds me of when my favorite car's paint got scratched. Right. Though, maybe you're not too far off. It's funny, though. I hadn't paid that book much mind until now. I only realized it was really important to me once I lost it, I suppose. So, any ideas on where it might be? Oh, were you going to help me search? Sure, I know you're keeping it away from work by searching your free time, but I still don't want to see my assistant down in the dumps at all. I don't work for free, though, but I guess I can give you an employee discount. I appreciate it. With that said, I have no clue where it might be. I lost it the other day when I was out for a stroll. I was reading it at the time. I retraced my steps multiple times and asked around all the stores I stopped at, but there's no sign of it. Well, that leaves a few possibilities at least. But let's make sure I have a clear picture of things. Mind if we retrace their steps one more time? Not at all. It might help just having a pair of eyes on it. Who knows? Now, where do we start? Van Anya's retraced the route that she previously took on her day off. Their search for the book led them across the city, including cafes, bookstores, and a subway. Unfortunately, time passed without them so much as finding a clue, let alone the book itself. So I guess it's not going to turn up after all. I'm sorry, Van. I feel like I just wasted your time. Don't sweat it. I suggested doing all of this in the first place. We already looked in all the obvious spots. Might need to reconsider how we go about it. Do you think someone stole it? I've been trying to keep my mind off of that possibility. It might look a little beat up, but we are talking about a rare first edition here. Maybe someone recognized it and just decided to snatch it. Could just be like that stolen wallet we were tracking down before. If that's the case, maybe we should talk to Mr. Yamai about it. I don't think contacting the police about it will help if it's been stolen already. Don't go throwing in the towel yet. I got one more idea, so let's have a crack at it. Hey, it's Van. Long time no talk. My assistant and I are tracking down something, and you might be the right person. Just be the right person to ask. Imagine this is it. Thank you. I'll check right away. Yes, the stain on the front covers from where I spilled tea on it. So it's definitely your copy then. It has to be. I'm so relieved to finally have it back. I honestly given up on ever finding it. Just who are you? Let's just say I run a bookstore on the other side of town. Oh, how unexpected it was to have you call out for me. The answer to your troubles being right in my store's lineup. May this be fate bringing us together? Hell no, just hearing you say that's already giving me goosebumps. But thanks anyway, I'll wear you some mirror layer for your trouble. Don't worry so much about it. I owed you one, so let's call ourselves even. Well, I'll leave the two of you be. Thank you again. What kind of relationship do the two of them have, I wonder? I'm really sorry for all the trouble helping me turn out to be, Van. Hey, like I said, I didn't do it for free. I'll cash in the favor when you're rich and powerful. Call it an investment in the future of one of my employees. Can't have you too bummed out about it. So if you say so, I'll do it all I can to deliver on your expectations then. I'm so glad I finally have my book back. What a coincidence that one of your favorite book protagonists has the same name as you do. Or is that why you like it so much? It's a little embarrassing to admit it, but that's right. The reason why I asked my parents for it in the first place was because of the title. But that's just the start of it. The real reason that why I treasure it so much is because I admire Agnes' character so much. Really? Isn't she like a magician trying to blend in with society? Yes, but what I admire is her determination. She won't stop at anything to protect what she cares about, even if it's a danger to herself. It's my comfort book. I'd always go back and read it whenever I felt like giving up. And I'd convince myself I was a magician just like Agnes and push on. Heck, guess we were all children once. Though it might have rubbed off on her, she's very strong-willed herself for someone her age. Huh? Don't get the wrong idea. I don't pretend to be her anymore. Not what I was thinking, but anymore does mean you used to, yeah? Oh. Anyway, we've still got a bit of free time left. I think I got an idea about what you could pay me with. Why not show me what kind of sweets you students buy at the department store nowadays? I wouldn't count that as payment, but let's see. Two of them began a quick tour of the area in front of the station before their free time came to an end. After that, they returned to work.
I still have a lot to learn, so
Plus
don't
100.
be afraid to point anything out.
Connection stage up. Longing to learn something new about them. ADF plus 10. And he gets plus some points for himself, I guess. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I feel kind of small when I'm in this part of Edith. It's so big. But why are we here? You've been living here for a while, but you still don't have everything you need to make yourself comfy here, right? I'm your boss, so I figured I should pitch in and help with that. Thank you for being so kind. Agnes helped me buy some bare minimum necessities for my room, but you're right, I'm still missing a lot of stuff. I still have some mira left for my move, so I'd like to buy some more things. Should do that then. Last thing I want is for your dad to yell at me for not taking good care of you. You should be able to buy just about everything you could want in this part of the city. Let's start with the orbital store first. Got it. I've been here before, but it's always overwhelming how many orbments they have. Right about what you expect, to be honest, since this is one of the biggest orbital stores in the whole country. You want to look at household orbments first? You can even try haggling the price down a little on the expensive stuff so it's more reasonable. I was actually hoping to look at night vision goggles for combat in the dark and security cameras. We need to make upgrading our office's defensive capabilities a top priority so I can keep you and Anya safe. No, we don't. Maybe let's just start easy and look at the Zypha maintenance kits. That's a lot of stuff you got there. And I guess, I was planning on making some field rations for everyone. Mine are quite popular back home, so I thought they might be useful. I mean, I'm not really planning to take on any jobs that'll have us living out in the jungle for weeks. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about them. What ingredients do you use? A little bit of everything. Assorted grains, dried fruits, chocolate. As well as a few other things you'll enjoy more if you don't know what they are. That is not reassuring me in the way you think it does. I'll let you try some of the rations when they're done. You can give me your feedback then. I'm not putting anything in my mouth until I know what it is. This is the gun shop. I've heard good things about the woman that runs it. Yeah, probably gonna be your favorite spot, considering your rifle blade. I wonder if the gunsmith here could take a look at it. Thanks for waiting. There's a set of rifle blade maintenance tools and 2 cases of ammo you asked for. Thank you. Yep, knew you'd go more for combat stuff today. Of course, it should always be top priority to be stocked up on combat supplies. I do have something else I want to ask about. Do you repair rifles here? Oh. Of course, why don't you let me have a look at it if you've got it with you? Ida's rifle? It's this one here. I have a feeling that's what this was about. It's Ida's rifle. The Iceland shield ended up entrusting it to me after what happened. But it's damaged, and pretty badly. She must have pushed it too much. I'd really like to have it repaired, though. I can tell just by looking at it that its owner really knew what they were doing. It's got some heavy customization, basically squeezing it dry of all the power it had, but usability be damned. But that also means a bunch of parts here aren't available in the mass market. Yeah, Ida mentioned it was a special model she had since before joining the Eisen Shield. I take it that's a nice way of telling us it's too much for you to handle. Unfortunately, you're right on the money. I hate to disappoint you, but I'd rather be upfront about it. Please don't apologize. I'm happy that I got an expert's opinion. Thank you very much. I'm sure I'll be back again soon. It's a shame she couldn't do anything to fix it. It's okay, I had a feeling this would happen. A Jaeger's weapon is their battle partner. It makes sense no one would know it as well as she did. Well, keep it in mind anyway. Maybe we can find some other way to fix it. I take it you don't know of any other places you could try, like the corpse you're from. Oh shit. Yeah, I can't go and ask them now that they've disowned me. Besides, Ida was like a big sister to me. I wouldn't like to just pass this duty on to just anyone. Makes sense. Heard Fairy's not the only little sister she left behind. She had someone else back in her old haunt, Zephyr, too. Well, thanks for coming around with me today. I'll do my best to pull my weight around now that I'm working for you. Huh, just don't work yourself too hard, kiddo. With their shopping and their break time over, the two of them return to work.
I'm going to need your help if I'm going to become a real warrior one day.
Okay. Nimble Warrior, speed +5.
Welcome to Laguna!
Okay, what if I say babe? Will that give me anything? Maybe just filled up CP?
This is perfect.
I'm really working up a sweat.
I feel good as new.
S-boost gauge increased by 3 points.
Come back anytime!
Well, where's your next?
Wait, there's a new bulletin request.
Alright.
Missing sister. I'm looking for my little sister who I was separated from long ago due to family circumstances. I have a few clues, and searching for her on my own has been difficult. Could you lend me your talents? I'll explain things in person. I'll be waiting at the cafe and bar Bermati in Riverside. I ain't picking up the usual scent, so I think the bulletin board hunt's over. That means we have 2 tasks to take care of today. We should get at least one of them solved today. Okay, let's get back to it then. Alright, it's about time you get started on your way to becoming a senior bracer. Gulp, yes sir, I'm ready. But before I send you off from Measure Branch, I want to ask you one thing, Gray. What are you striving for? Striving for? I guess I want to be someone capable of helping those in need. Vague answer? Not a bad answer, but it's a little bland, don't you think? Listen, Gray, keep a hold of your ideals. Don't lose sight of them. Draw strength from them, and the path forward will always be clear. You can't help anyone when you're lost yourself. You've got a good heart, but you better not forget that. Yes, sir. Draw strength from my ideals. Alright, let's get going. We still have some stuff to do before we wrap up. Yes, sir. I'll work my hardest today with you, sir. Hello, miss. Are you? Me? I'm Ferida. I had no idea you had a crew on your payroll, Spriggans, pulling out the big guns, huh? I heard about that case you solved the other day. You might just regret it if you keep kicking the hornet's nest. Yeah, I gotcha. Not like I'm trying to get us in trouble. You might have missed the Merca a little there. Still, I'm impressed how far and wide the crew are known. Don't think anyone from the Central East could possibly not know about them, especially a bracer worth his salt. I get the feeling that this guy really knows his stuff. He might even know Abby and everyone else.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not trying to rain on your parade or anything. Just be careful. Not everyone will be too fond of what you get up to. Careful you don't go worrying Elaine.
Riverside is a popular spot for tourists.
There are warehouses along the river, too. Take note of that, newbie.
Riverside, popular, warehouses, and done.
Stand up, back straight. You're singing out of tune. By the way, stop that. What's our excuse for an idol, Lulua? Get handle freeze me over before you get your debut at this rate.
Welp.
Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. I'm really thankful Sale's letting me rehearse with her. But when can I move on from practicing scales? It feels like I've been doing this forever. This food channel should offer mini tacos too. I bet those would be a hit. Who thinks about tacos when you're looking for food on the go? No one. Everyone wants ice cream and crepes. You can't just ask everyone to enjoy them the same way if you don't think outside the box. They need more options. But you just won't listen to me. More options can be harder to manage as well.
Oh, good stuff right here.
Good grief, that girl that's been coming around of late starting to get real annoying. If it's not one thing, it's another, but it's always the same thing. Nagging, nagging, nagging. Wish I knew what she's all hot and bothered over. Maybe that got solved she'd tell for ordering like a normal person.
Alrighty.
Take as long as you need.
Oh, it's a pleasure seeing you today, Fairy. What brings you by? I don't believe Sunday school's due today. Are these fine folks the ones taking care of you during your stay in Edith? Yep, they're taking me around because I haven't had a chance to see the art districts. I see, that sounds like a delightful time. I'm certain you'll come to find out how different things can be here from what you're used to back home. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to sit down with you to address them. Thank you, Father. I'll definitely take you up on that. The crew hail from the foothills of the Ishkol Mountains, right, Fairy? I'm not particularly familiar with that region myself, but I can still guarantee that Edith will prove to be a whole new experience. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to sit down with you to address them. Hello, Fairy. It's nice to see you, but Sunday school is not in session today. Is something the matter? Are you in some sort of trouble? Nope, I'm on the job today. They're showing me around today, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello. What was my shame that she only seen Riverside, so we're taking her on tour around Edith. I have expected dear Fairy here to already have run a few laps around Edith. But I hope you enjoy your tour of the capital, dear. It's a wonderful place, so you should take in the sights. I will. Everything is so cool. I don't want to miss out on anything. By the way, Fairy, I hear you met a central eastern sister of the Cloth and Trail village. If it is who I think it is, you might have just met one of my friends. She mentioned wanting to work at the chapel in her hometown. I hear she's doing well for herself of late. Oh, I hope we can meet sometime soon. We have a lot of catching up to do after all these years. Hey, Fairy. Hi, Fairy. You said you were starting a new job, right? Yep, these are my coworkers from Arkride Solutions. We're out on a patrol today, now. Wow, you're just like a grown-up. I can't believe you're only 2 years older than I am. You're already so cool. It's nice to see you've already made friends in Edith, Fairy. Looks like they took a shine to you already. Well, Fairy, you're just like a grown-up. You're the coolest. I'm going to catch up to you soon. It'll be just as grown-up in no time. And I look forward to it.
Well...
You're only 2 years older than me, Fairy, but you're so cool already. Tell me about your hometown next time, okay? You got it. See you at Sunday school. Weez, alright, good time as any to take a breather. But I've definitely been getting the hang of this whole exercising thing. Maybe I can multitask and sightsee around Riverside when I'm out. I overheard people in front of the Blue Score talking about some popular performer who plays there. Riverside might just be a lot more fun than I gave it credit for. Dang, that's a sick ride. Not letting you another single mirror though. Gotta save it to get myself my own ride. Made up my mind, Hades. I'm buying a new ride. Man, I can't take it anymore. I got super pumped after that last race. I need some time on the road too. Oh, I can enter now.
Enjoy the outdoors.
Finally.
Thanks for the update. Now let's get back to the music.
I'm cleaning the engine bays of used cars today. I need to be real careful about maintenance when it comes to Uncle. He's real strict about work. You know, we started servicing our old bikes recently, so I'll need to learn how to work on those too. That one over there's a red star. Yeah, it looks a bit below the Direwolf's ride, but only barely. It's also cool looking. Maybe we can try riding it. You need a license first, kiddo. But I bet you'd be a natural if you could ride one. Not many people own bikes yet, so we're gonna start renting them out here. And if we can't ride one now, I'd love to try it out someday. They ain't going anywhere, so we can come back if we ever get a chance. Well, I've got a long road of learning ahead of me, but the first step is making sure I don't screw up the basics. By the by, a lot of the used cars we service here are getting shipped outside of the country. Guess everyone's roaring to get their hands on a Republic car. Don't know how, but somehow along the way, Juniper ended up and became a car freak. It was not my doing. I need to keep a close eye on her while she works. Tinkering with a car without the proper know-how can get you hurt, or worse. She still needs a lot of babying here.
One of our listeners.
What'll it be?
Ingert Cap. I'm just about done with everything today. Once I wrap up here, I'll be heading to see Jess's performance. I got floor tickets, so I gotta hurry and find out a good spot. After that, it's a drink and some vitamin for the rest of the night. These drawings are some of your best work, Miss Kokona. The heat of combat comes across so well in them. But there are a couple of parts that don't make sense to me, like this cut here. Why are they suddenly playing tic-tac-toe? It's a joke. Sometimes I get tired of drawing all the action during the fight scene, so I put in a joke here and there. You know, helps liven the mood. A comic artist? Sorry, Miss Kokona, I guess I just don't get it. Your comic's serialized in a magazine for boys. Shouldn't it be as straightforward and action-packed? Yeah, you're not wrong. Guess it's back to the drawing board for me. Please feel free to consult me before submitting your next chapter storyboard, Miss Kokona. I might be able to make a killer storyboard if Cronin writes the script for me. Believe it or not, Miss Kokona is a renowned comic book artist. She acts very laid back, but her stories are full of action-packed battle scenes. It's my responsibility as her editor to support her no matter what. I do it for the sake of all the children waiting for each new episode.
Alrighty.
Welcome, welcome. Is this your new little helper? My, you're even cuter than I heard. Any more pretty things like us on Van's arm, and we'll have to start our own club, won't we, Ferida? Oh, for sure. So he'd be in the club too. Come on, you out to confuse all my part-timers? I know I was certainly confused when he said you two had a special relationship, huh? By the way, Burmai, do you have any new leads? Look at you, Agnes, growing into your role of assistant quite nicely, are you? I don't have much in the way of new info, but I may have something to share with our new recruit here. I heard that the Kruger Corps are en route to the Central East. The Eisen Shield have returned home too. They took on a new job array. One of their units is on the move as we speak. Really? Wait, and it's already international news. I wouldn't call it that. Info like that is Burmai's bread and butter. You ain't gonna get better info in all of Edith. There's a reason I let this jerk harass me. Oh, okay, then we can come here anytime we need information. I'm more than just an informant, you know? I guess I'll let it slide for you, Missy, but only because you're such a cutie pie. I couldn't be mad at you. With Calvard being the largest country in the continent, lots of information passes through the capital. Come by and give me a visit if you ever need anything, even if that anything is just more of yours truly. Okay, I'll come by later then. You're Jonas, right? I'm the spriggan you requested. Oh, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you. I have a lot to talk about, so please take a seat. Before we start, I want to clear something up. This is the kind of job you can ask a bracer for help with. Why'd you pick us then? That's a fair question, indeed. It's a long and complicated story, actually. Let me explain. Please do. So then. It started with my parents' divorce when I was young. I went with my father and my younger sister was taken by my mother. That was 10 years ago. Recently, my father passed away due to illness. While I was going through his belongings, I found, shockingly, a will addressed to my sister and my mother. I guess even when you try to cut ties with them, you just can't just erase family. And well, I'd like to make sure that this will reaches them. Oh, I understand. Yeah, finding them would be important. But again, why us? Why not go to a brace store about this? Here's the issue. Amongst the papers, I found what I believe is a court order from the same service as the divorce. And indicated that neither parent could interact or interfere with the other. I think that handing this will to my mother would technically violate that. If anything, I can't imagine she'd be happy about it. I figured it might be a better idea to give it to my sister then, which is why I've been looking for her. Also, since it's not urgent, I figured a guild would probably put me on the back burner and I'd end up waiting for who knows how long. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see not wanting to end up a long-term resident of the mission boards. Sure, we can handle this job. But anyway, got any clues where it is to start? Not exactly, but I did find this letter with the will. It was a letter from my grandmother on my mother's side from 2 years ago, addressed to my father. In it, she wrote that everyone on that side of the family was doing well, and attached to it was a picture of my sister. There was no address on the envelope, but the photo might be a good place to start. Can we see this photograph? Of course, here it is. Ooh, she's so pretty. Right? It's hard to believe we're related. Her name's Jessica. She's younger than I am, but she's my sister. The photo looks like it was taken in the Tyrell district. I've gone and walked around there hoping I might bump into her, but no luck. That feels like the perfect place to start our search then. Good as any. Alright, we should definitely take our time on this one. Should I take the job right now? Except... Alright, I'll get started ASAP. Mind if I borrow the photo? Will be easier to ask around if I got it in hand. Of course, thank you. Okay then, let's head to the Tyrell district. Oh, one last thing, if you would. Yeah? Well, if you do find my sister, please don't approach her. I mean, this might be the first time she hears about a family she might not even know she had. I'd rather she didn't hear about it from a spriggan, no offense, I just like to talk to her myself. I understand, your reunion's a delicate matter and should be treated as such. Okay, so we just need to locate her then. Thank you so much, please find my sister for me. Supo of Jonas' sister.
Okay, time to get to work.
Are we ready to get to work? We should start by finding someone who knows Jessica. And I know the perfect person to ask. There's a producer who often hangs around the Tyrell district to try and recruit new people to be mannequins. Let's talk to him before we try asking anyone else. It might save us a lot of wandering around. Mannequin, I never heard of that. What do they do? He means models, people who wear close to advertising outfits. And Vance right that Jessica is pretty enough to be noticed by a producer. So as soon as we're ready, we should make for the Tyrell district.
This is Station Street, right? There's so many people. Yes, it's a popular spot for clothes shopping.
Can intoxicate more than the sweet.
Oh yeah, I've got a little business with the guild branch here.
Inebriating world of show business in sober curious.
I want to stop by once we finish doing our rounds.
Calvard's police force is broadly split into the capital police force here in Edith and the regional police forces. We cooperate all throughout Republic territory to help maintain peace. You can find the capital's police headquarters in Seiden, Edo's 2nd district. It's also home to the citizen advice line, so I imagine a lot of people are aware of it already. Hello Shino, nice seeing you here today. Hello everyone, I've decided to set up shop in Station Square today. Once the midday meal rush came around, my lunch sets began flying off the shelves, so to speak. The family-friendly offerings have been particularly popular. I'll have to take note of that. Fishing for new customers by setting up shop all around town, are you? Oh, I know I'd love to come up with a little bit of everything, like burgers and omelets and desserts. Hook, line, sinker. Aha. A medley of children's favorites. I'll be sure to keep that idea in mind. A lot of customers usually stop by for some daytime drinking, but the lunch combos have been pretty popular around here. Every location has its preferences, I suppose. Hey, Mommy. One of Daddy's friends will be over tonight, so I need to tidy up the house and cook dinner for them. Promise you'll behave today. If you're a good girl, I'll get you some pudding. No. So I got another work trip coming up. I couldn't say no, but I really don't have the time to relax lately. Hold up, I know you guys. You're the bracer we met in Crail Village. Albus, yeah? It looks like the guild's real busy right now. Yeah, we are, and it's no thanks to you and that interview. Oh, you must be that shady guy Albus keeps going on about.
Intoxicate more than the sweetest of wines.
Regina. Calm down, Albus. You always get worked up so easy.
Show business.
I did get a brief rundown on the incident. You guys sure know how to keep a cool head under pressure. If you're down for it, I'm sure we could make some space for you in the team. Jin would definitely be thrilled. I won't. If you're gonna continue to work with the guild, I won't tolerate any more monkey business. Got it? He's still pretty mad about things. Sure is, so he's no pushover. I swear. Anyway, I hope we'll get to keep working together, Arkride. We're heading out on a work trip, so don't you dare cause any trouble while we're out. I'm enacting a strict no mischief policy from here on. Oh, the energy of youth. I could have sworn they were around the same age. Albus has his whole future ahead of him. I'm rooting for him. He's actually pretty close to a B rank promotion. Now, if he could work on that temper of his, we'd be peachy. That and that obsession he has with Elaine. Guess I'll have to keep him on a short leash for the time being. Hey, I heard that. Heh, those two are really funny. God damn it. I mean, yeah, I'm happy that the company's gonna get a new client and everything. But why am I being forced to go with the president on this business trip? Unbelievable. Why me of all people? This is so lame. For God's sake, I'm in the sales department. Sales? What do you need me to go on inspection for? Well, they are one of our factories, so it's not like there's nothing to do with sales, but I don't see the point of me going. Ugh, work trips are such a pain. I'm drinking myself silly tonight. Ooh, baby, there's this nice place to grab a bite in front of the station. Blew some good-ass cash in there. Because with my job, I know a bunch of the good eateries in Edith. But she knows bar. Ain't ever heard of it. I'll keep it in mind. I worry about losing our clientele to all of these recent startups. We're not in the hot water quite yet, but it wouldn't be smart if business didn't look forward. I've got my eye on the Orbital Cafe in particular. It's just opened a few months ago. I'll say, they've been doing a good job of attracting attention from both the media and customers alike. Maybe I should see what the hubbub is about. We still try to innovate often, but the things that worked 10 years ago don't seem to work quite as well nowadays. This is a historic department store, but we might be in sort of need of an update. I could take some inspiration from how our new rival handles things. Maybe I should look for something to treat my hubby with, considering he's not been home in so long. Since I'm already here, I'll go to the second floor and take a look at the neckties. I'm sure he'd love to have some new ones. Not that I'm looking forward to him coming home or anything. But I can't have my husband leave me either. I couldn't afford this life of luxury without his money. Maybe I should talk to Administrator Wesley about expanding our sales floor and our catalog. Relations with the Empire keep improving, little by little, every day. We've had a lot of Western products coming in as a result. It'd be wonderful to offer a wider variety of Central Eastern spices, but if we don't expand our catalog, we'd have to remove something. Expanding would be the better idea. It's always nice just having extra options. I might not look it, but I'm actually come from a family of farmers. That's why I get so hung up on this stuff, you see. I wish we could focus on different vegetable varieties here, since they can be very different depending on species and where they're from.
Our stores have a wide
Look who it is, man. Crew, welcome. Nice seeing a new face around. You guys staying out of trouble? Now, don't be getting into too many fights. Medicine can't fix everything. I'm not a common thug, you know. And I don't want any lip from a Gekka student. You all get beaten up black and blue for sport. Gekka's a famous Eastern martial arts school, right? I think so. I've heard about it here and there. I take it you are a student. Former Gekka student. It's a bit of a sore spot. Everyone in my family's a practitioner. We were pretty notable back in Langport for that. But it wasn't for me. That kind of environment is just stifling. So I left, and that, you could say, is your truly tragic backstory. And now you're living in the capital, a real big sob story there. But I guess it's not that unusual. Same thing happened to a mutual acquaintance of ours. Oh, you mean Shenli? I hope he's doing well. I try to avoid contact with people from Langport, but every now and then I get curious as to what's been going on there.
Thank you for visiting the Westin.
Not like I miss it or anything. Living in the capital rules. Nothing tying me down, so I'm free as a butterfly. I do wonder about what's up with Langport. With them in charge, how could I not be? So I just hope my little sister's not being reckless.
Shopping with us in Orid. Look no further than.
They've got new bags and cardigans and sock. But ugh, my part-time wages can only cover one of them, or two. New items keep coming out and they barely have the money to buy any of them. It's so frustrating. Fashion culture varies widely depending on location, even here in the capital. Tyrell's a hotbed for youth fashion, for example. All while same district houses plenty of boutiques. Those tend to stock independent brands, making their fashion style very unique. Our store's strong suit is being able to offer our customers a wide variety of clothing styles from different regions all in one place.
Thank you for visiting the Westin Department.
Langport's fashion culture is shaped by its eastern roots, while Farbat's in turn is shaped by the Central East heritage in the region. Orasi in the north is still quite traditional regarding Old Kingdom customs. It definitely shows in what people there wear. And while Orasi is definitely the biggest hub for traditionalist fashions, by no means doesn't have an influence in the capital as well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there's quite a few established brands in Orasian that offer traditional formal wear for formal occasions.
Pray in Orid.
I haven't seen a Kruger rifle blade in so long. Fascinating stuff. Sorry I couldn't help you with your rifle. Oh, because I did that optional event, it changes. Maybe it changed the dialogue. I'll try digging around, see what I come with. Come by and say hi next time you get a chance.
I take pride in all my merch.
Damn it, no upgrades here, huh? No, there are some new sub parts I could try out. Oh, those two seem to be getting on pretty well. It makes me so happy to see two sweet girls having such a lovely bond. Wait, I was meant to be doing some shopping. I better hurry up and go back to the cathedral.
Sweetest of wines.
So I'm grateful I get to see such a sight.
For the inebriating world of show business in.
That reminds me of my ex. He used to say he totally looked like this one Z1 racer. Man, what a tryhard. It was such a turnoff. I forget what that dude's called. Oh, I watched that race too. He had some mad skills, I gotta say. Who I really got the hots for is the president, though. It's his voice, isn't it? I could totally melt in it. Trion Tower's the ideal place you want to party around Edith. It's in the 3rd district. Tyrell's pretty close though. That's the 4th district. The streets are really pretty and there's a lot of stores around. I know there's a bus that goes around through both of them, but I can't remember which one it was. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something to do with the Tyrell district. Oh well, couldn't have been anything important if I forgot. I'll go to Tyrell once I remember what the heck I was gonna do there. I made the right choice buying an apartment in the capital, there being interesting state-of-the-art stores like this one in the vicinity. I used to spend the summer at our holiday home, but there's so much more to see and do in the capital that this might be my new top choice. Her time spent in this Orbital Cafe might be just be for the purpose of purchasing some goods for a master. The store does seem to stock quite high-end Orbital appliances not commonly available. Though Mistress Olivia isn't the most experienced in the field of Orbital devices, so I would much rather she leave the task to me. That said, it is part of my job to keep her in check as well. She tends to be a bit of a free spirit. While I do agree that the purchase of the apartment in the city was necessary, I feel like restraint is being left by the wayside overall. I recently started helping customers all by myself. I stopped relying on Carlo's help so much. I hope I can continue learning how to offer our customers more specialized customer support of their Orbital devices. I thought I'd work as a barista, but this isn't so bad. There's so much interesting stuff to learn in this position too. Speaking of help, my boss does an amazing job of supporting Ilhan too. They complement each other's weaknesses, making sure they can make their individual strengths flourish. Carlo makes it look so casual. I could learn a thing or two. Welcome to our shop. We deal in the latest in Orbital technology. I attended Basel Institute of Science, so I know my way around all our Orbital products. But ever since I met Ilhan, I haven't had much time for Orbital tech. My life's all business development and entrepreneurship. Anyway, our shop takes pride in providing our customers with the very best in both our products and support.
Alrighty.
I can handle any maintenance.
Wall. Earth type. But it's going to require really high holo levels. I'm from the Central East, but I studied abroad at the Basel Institute of Science. The institute was great. They had the best professors in the Republic, and I made lots of friends there. I had a startup around that time. Unexpectedly, it was real successful. Got a good hunk of cash from it. With that, I set up this place. Man, how time flies. Carlo and I actually go way back. We both studied at the institute. He's the one that actually runs this shop. I don't know what I'd do without him. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have the time to be a simple barista. My parents' place being in the capital has come in handy for me. It facilitates me visiting for research so often. Associate Professor Tane is the Institute's main specialist in urban engineering. The Professor Cronkite has some experience in the field too. He was involved with Trian Tower, after all. Well, he's a genius, after all. Far be it for him to limit himself in his knowledge to just one area of expertise. While Professor Cronkite is definitely one of the biggest names in Basil, there's still plenty of other geniuses at the Institute. It's hard not to feel self-conscious about your mediocrity when your next-door neighbor skipped to doing his master's degree at 15. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Trails Through Daybreak. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.